Welcome, everyone, to Logan, Utah and the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors taking on the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Hawaii's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
The Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line.
Oh, gosh.
Wants to throw on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That's a good start. Boys, that's a good start. Wish I could get more.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something to win. But this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The running back takes his track off right tackle here. Shakes off the tackler. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Soft spot in the middle. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Rainbow Warriors with the 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Now the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Dummy.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. He finds his man. Open space at the 25. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now on first down from the 30. He wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They're going to go to the air on third and short. It's complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This Utah State offense has it going. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion.
I gotta use these plays.
He'll just keep slinging it. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water boys. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Quarterback will audible. Fast motion from the offense. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Zings it complete to the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, this offense is giving him a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
4th and 1. I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utah State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. He's back to throw on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wolf. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Motion from the offense. On second down, wants to throw it. Trying to get to it. He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking to throw on second down. Grabs it in the middle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going up top on first down. Pulls it in. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Tackled after picking up the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it down the middle. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
They're bringing heat. Moves around to clear up the vision. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hawai'i offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. What a snag by the defense.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pressure coming. Flushed out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
They're trying to get to it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. That play a really good example of just making sure your guys settle down after a mistake.
Getting him some confidence. When you make those mistakes, you get rattled a little bit, but just like free throws or jump shots, just see it go through the net. Now you get a little bit of confidence, start getting the juices flowing, and then maybe we'll attack the football down the field a little bit more.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Rainbow Warriors in the hurry up. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Should be shaded inside.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Troy. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Feeling some heat. Looking to scramble. Makes a connection. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking for a big gain. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the returner goes down. Hawai'i ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's...
Oh, the ball's on the ground. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Dang it.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
The give to the back. Turns it on in midfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Gets rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for just a few yards. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Hawai'i. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Looking to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Sometimes it just takes an offense a little while to settle into the game, and David, it seems like they have here in the 2nd.
No doubt you get those nerves out, you get a few of those hits in, everybody starts to get a little bit of rhythm, and now you start to see it, Palmer. They're starting to put some points on the board.
Yeah, they're lathered up, I think, on the field. I think the play caller has also gotten himself into a bit of a rhythm here, too.
He's going to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Wolf. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for them 4th most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident, you're ready to rock and roll, and they get the 1st down.
And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. And now on 2nd down for this offense. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged on the outside, it's Johns. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Can we get some pressure?
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw.
Never be easy. Never.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the 1st play. You need to be successful and productive on that 1st play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle.
He's going for a big play downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Looking to move it through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Into the house. Touchdown, Utah State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Get that touchdown right before the half. build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. Work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He wants to throw. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Hawai'i offense returns to the field. He'll start this drive firing. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On second down, he'll fire. A strike downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. And the Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Finds his target down the middle. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. quick pass on the jet motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back.
Can't help.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football.
He's got it down the right side. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity.
And he intercepts it. Looking for more room at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return.
Okay.
This field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Tackled there by the defense. The Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game.
Leaves it with the back. Shows him the stiff arm.
They're trailing by just 4 to Troy. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Lets it fly on the move. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
He slings it deep to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
It's complete. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw.
Touchdown, Aggies! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill, but show that.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really...
He's loose. Delivers to contact. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal. Fires to the end zone.
He's out of bounds.
Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and this back knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's right on target.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Smashes through. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the...
He's off to the races.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Got it! Touchdown, Utah State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Hawai'i has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. And the Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in the hurry-up. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Thank you.
It's amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. Give to the running back. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. It's complete on the right side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Here's the give off the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Fires to the middle. He
Oh
makes
my
a
gosh,
catch.
what a dot.
And chunk plays are the name the stop.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Working that left side now. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Back to the air one more time. A shot for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Aggies! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hawai'i offense returns to the field. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off the play fake on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Getting some heat. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking for an open man on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. First down here for the offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground. 2nd and 8. Running back goes in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw.
Whoa.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw it. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 3rd and long. He's taking a deep shot. Hauls it in on the right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but
Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
and we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try it over the left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This is a 3rd and long. The play action fake. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.